Have you ever played in a game with 99 free throws before?
No, I have not. So, yeah.
After getting the first game out of the way, what did it feel like to contribute in so many ways in your second?
It felt great. I felt like I had opportunity. Every time my name gets called, go in there, play the best version of myself, just play hard, things will come to me. So I feel like I did a great job of that tonight.
Eric mentioned the free throw shooting, but I mean, you got there 7 times, hit 6 of them. Darko was talking before the game and how proud he is of you that your first NBA shot, your first NBA basket was a 3 after not hitting them in college.
Mm-hmm.
How much of an emphasis has that been for you over, your basketball career, but specifically since you were drafted and working on your shot?
It's been, a lot. I've been in the gym consistently before practice, so, just keeping that confidence, getting all those reps up, I feel like, it comes a long way. So when I get in the game, I'm shot ready, at the free throw line, ready to knock them down. So, that takes a lot, and I feel like I can do it.
It's not often that you get to guard a guy like Tyrese Maxey at the college level, but you had several possessions on him, including blocking his 3. How did that feel to step up onto him and do really well?
It's great. Like I said, if a matchup comes, if my name gets called to guard somebody, I'm going to be the first one, to get on that assignment. And I feel like I'm going to do a great job of it with my versatility, my length, and my athleticism. And, I feel like, I can guard a lot of positions.
What was the attitude on the bench tonight, especially as you saw some of the starters get into foul trouble early on, knowing that you guys had to step up?
It was just a great attitude. Some calls are not going to go our way, so we just got to, next play. And I feel like, everybody on the bench was ready for that name to get their called, so I feel like we did a great job of it. And as a team, everybody was ready to play tonight, so I feel like we did a good job.
What do you feel like you've learned the most from this level of play so far between the preseason and training camp and to here?
Just playing your role. Don't go out there try to do something that you don't do. I feel like that's going to take you a long run. I feel like I did a great job, and I feel like our team knows everyone knows their role, and I feel like we do a great job, and it kind of spreads across the stat sheet and the roster.
And when you're out there with sometimes 2 other rookies and there's some kind of pretty weird lineups at the day. How do you know your role? How were you guys able to organize yourselves up there?
I feel like our chemistry in practice, coach throws different lineups in practice, so I feel like everyone just knows each other's role and how to play with each other, whether it's a rookie or a vet on the court at the same time. So everyone's just willing to play together, and we play winning basketball.
How cool was it sharing that moment with Scotty? Not only your first NBA win, but both of you having such big nights, a big part of that win.
It was great. That's my guy. So just sharing that moment, definitely fun. But it was good. I feel like we know how to control our emotions on the court, and after it's like a celebration. But it's basketball. It's a job that we have to do. So we go out there and play hard every night.
What do you feel like to get hot like that?
It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. I think that's something that I feel like has happened before in my career, but at this level, it hasn't happened yet. And for me, it's something that not to say that I don't expect that, but being a shooter and just having confidence in myself, and that the confidence that my teammates and my coaches instill in me is something that I have no reason to not try to get hot like that every game.
Darko was just in here saying that you belong at the NBA level. What does it mean to you to hear that?
It means a lot, but in the end, people can tell you whatever they want, but you yourself have to believe that, and I believe that. So I think hearing that from others obviously helps, but for me, you got to believe it yourself, and I think that hearing it from a head coach in the NBA, it instills me with confidence, but I believe it myself, and I think that's what matters in the end.
You were fouled out in 15 minutes before?
No, I don't think so. Maybe early on in my college career, or even in high school, but it was tough out there just because I know a lot of those fouls were things that I could have controlled, whether it was the trip I had or the reach-in when CB was in front of Maxey, or even the last one on Kyle Lowry where I stepped out a little bit just to try to get the closeout and ended up fouling him on 3 shots, which wasn't the smartest play, but like you said, I don't think I have fouled out in 15 minutes.
At the time, you fell out, you get the elevation, walking back to the bench. How did that feel?
It felt good, just to know I can contribute to a team win and to a team victory. So that's all I really care about, is just coming out here and doing what I can to help this team win.
What's been the biggest thing you've learned since summer league to now when it comes to approaching a game?
I think it's just trusting in yourself, trusting in your ability. And I think that's what you have to do at this level, because everyone's not at the same level, but everyone at this level is really good. There's no off nights. There's nothing. You're not going to see bad players in this league, and you yourself have to instill confidence in yourself and just be about the right things. So I think that's the biggest thing, and just trying to be like a sponge. I think that's the biggest thing that I've tried to do, and just take everything in and just learn, because I know I'm new at this, and I just want to be the best possible player that I can be, and I know that I can't do that on my own.
We heard a big celebration in the locker room. Was that just for the first win of the season, or was somebody also kind of like, I don't know, last year they had a chain? Don't know if they're doing it this year. But was
No, we handed out the chain to Scotty with what he was doing defensively and just how active he is. He's an all-star. He's an all-NBA level player, and what he does to lift everyone up around him is, you got to celebrate that. And then, yeah, we did celebrate just being the first win, but, it's brick by brick, first of many.
Darko also thought you guys out-teamed them today. Why do you think, there's so many new faces and stuff, why do you think it's come together so fast to come out and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I think it's just what we did in the summer. We were always together, whether it was in Spain or whether it was in Miami a couple weeks before training camp, and then just coming to training camp in Montreal. We're a team, and that's what we have to hang our hat on. That's what our identity has to be, is we have to out-team each other, out-team other teams, because, we may not have the most talent in the room, but we got a lot of people who, if we bring it together, 5 guys connected out there on the court, we can be really scary, and I think it showed that tonight.
Have your guys practice their free throws?
Yeah, trying to work on it. Big free throws there at the end by Yak, Scotty. So we were able to close the game well.
The team didn't have a lot of flow because there were so many fouls and so many free throws. Was it hard to get any kind of pace in the game? The whistle was blowing every 20 seconds.
We do not control the whistle, and when I talk about referees, that it's not good for anybody. So we're gonna skip that tonight.
We also don't control the whistles.
You must have pleased with the way they bounced back from the opening night. They played with more force today, do you think?
I think big thing for us was, and what we talked about last 48 hours was playing to our identity and really working on that identity. And that's from defense and doing a good job of being physical and doing it the right way and appropriate way and making it really hard on the opponent. And I think that's what we did tonight. I thought that we were really wearing on them during the whole game. We were able to get back to more pace and force offensively as well. Different lineups, as you could see tonight again, like we had a lot of guys there. They were like maybe not planned to be in rotation, but they ended up cracking rotation and helping the team. So this team is really a team that's together. And I thought that tonight we out-teamed them, and that was one of the really things that I was proud of. With all the mistakes that we made, with 26 turnovers and a bunch of fouls and whatnot, but still we were able to compete on a high level and get it up.
Beside the numbers, what did you like from Jonathan tonight? What did you see from him? He looked NBA ready.
Like he's just when he's playing with force, when he's playing with a lot of motor, he really helps the team. He was doing a good job of being disruptive, and his length is bothering whoever he's guarding. He was really good rebounding the ball. He's a player that's also able to push it in transition. So there was a lot of good things that he did tonight.
I know that Ochai didn't make a 3, but I thought he had a very big impact on the game at both ends. Is that the kind of all-around performance you need from him all the time?
That's right, Doug. With him is about that. How he's gonna contribute defensively, how he's gonna be able to run in transition and score, how he's gonna find his opportunities with cuts, threes and all of that. He's working really hard, and he's gonna make those shots, I have no doubt. But those are non-negotiables that he needs to bring every single night to the team.
You guys as a team were really pushing the pace early on. I think Ochai had 8 of his 12 points came in transition. Scotty had a transition bucket in the first play of the game. How important was that to sort of set the tone in that way and push the tempo?
It really speaks to our identity and what we want to be. We want to be a team that's playing with a lot of pace and force, but at the same time to be organized, to have good spacing. I thought that a couple situations we were a little bit rushing it, but all of that comes with the territory. If you want to play up-tempo and play with high pace, sometimes you're going to come in those situations, but I believe that, especially young guys tonight with some of the turnovers, with playing more that style of play, they will be able to do a better job of taking care of the ball as well.
Where have you seen the biggest area of growth in Jonathan's game from when you first got your hands on him after the draft and early in the summer league?
Well, obviously, when in college he played a completely different role. He was a 5-man rolling, playing in pocket pass, being a lob threat. And some of those tools will still need to use, but now he's doing more of pushing the ball and spacing the floor. He's still learning when to cut, when to hold it, when to shoot the ball. Like, we really need to explore his defensive ability and what he's able to do there.
That 9 points from Jamison Battle, is that why you guys kept him around being the shooter?
We knew that he's going to score 9 points tonight, so that's the reason we kept him. Yeah, absolutely. Like, he's a player that has good size, left-handed, can shoot the ball really well. And what he's learning now is that he belongs to this level, that he belongs to NBA. We're really proud of him. He's going to just continue getting better.
On the other side, Grady didn't have a great shooting night, fouled out. What kind of words of encouragement are you telling him to kind of bounce back?
Keep working, stay with it. It's not going to always be a perfect outcome. I know that his heart is in the right place. He wants to help the team and do the right thing. Tonight was not his night, but he's going to bounce back as well, and he's going to be better tomorrow.